Have you have idea about front end? Or new to the front end? New to the front end. You? Okay, then here, you don't know about the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, like that things. HTML, CSS, you know, and JavaScript things. Framework things. Okay. Okay, I will be give the small intro about that HTML and CSS today. Okay, and why we need to use the HTML, CSS? Why because we are using Java. Going to learn about the ReactJS. Why we need to learn about the HTML and CSS and JavaScript? What is the reason of that?
You use HTML generally for a web-based program.
Okay.
And you include JavaScript and all for graphic user interface and all.
Okay. Actually, ReactJS is just a library. It uses the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for the main concept. Okay. ReactJS files are defined as the JSX. That is an extension of the JavaScript. Okay. If you know fully about the HTML, CSS, then it will be easy to understand the JavaScript ReactJS files. Okay. That thing you need to learn about the HTML and CSS and need to strong in the HTML things. Okay. What are the tags in the HTML? Anyone tell? What are the important tags? Anyone stand and tell? You also tell. What are the tags in HTML?
Header tags.
What are the header tags?
6 tags.
Which one?
6 tags.
6 header tags. H1, H2, H3. That are the header tags. Okay. You guys are completely new to the HTML. Right? Are you know a little about the HTMLs? Okay.
Body tag.
Body tag. What is defined by body tag? What are the things what we are showing in the UI that all the contains in the body tag only? Okay. Okay. In the HTML tag, there are the three main things. One is a root thing. That is a HTML tag. Okay. And another one is a head tag and body tag. Okay. In the doc type, we are defining that defining to the browser. This is the HTML file, and this using the HTML version 5. We defining to the browser, so we are using the doc type like this. In the HTML4, we are using like that is need to give lot of data in the doc type to understand to the browser. But in the HTML5, we are just adding the HTML, and this HTML file HTML tag is a root tag. Okay. In this root tag, we are adding that head tag and body tag. In head is the brain of the HTML code. Okay. In the head, we can be add link and we can be add another page inside also, and we can be add script in the head tag also. Okay. And body. Body is all the tags are contained inside the body. Okay. Every tag, every element you see in the UI, that all the things combined into the body only. Okay. And the heading tags that is used to refer the heading H1 to H6. Okay. And then paragraph tag. What are the things are seeing in paragraph text, paragraph things that are concerned of the paragraph tag. Okay. And then line break and then horizontal rule. Like line break is a if I need to break the content into the another line, I can be use the break element. If I need a horizontal line within the page, we can be use the HR element. Okay. And someone tell about the links and media. All students, someone tell. What is anchor tag refers?
Here.
Which URL?
Links.
Hyperlink URL. Okay. The anchor tag refers to the another page or another site or any website. Okay, that links are referred in the anchor tag. Okay, the within the element we can be add the text, images, and button. Everything we can be add inside the, whatever we add. Just click, it will be navigate to that page. Okay, in the anchor tag. By using the image tag we can be embedded the image in our application. Okay, and then someone tell about tables in the HTML. What are the tags used in the table tag? TD, TH. What mean by TD? And I need to create a one row of data. What can I do? TR. Okay, inside the TR I add the data TD. Okay, I need to merge the 2 or 3 columns, 2 or 3 row. Then what things I need to call span, row span. The things are used to merge the column and row. Okay, and then what about the form elements? What are the form elements in the HTML? What is the use of form in HTML? To take the data from the input. What are the basic tags used in the form element? Label. Okay. Then text area. What is the text area? That is not a tag. That is a attribute of the type. Okay. That is also one of the type or attribute. Which thing we need to insert? Which tag we need to use to insert the input? That's the input tag. Okay. See here, for the text, I just define that input type text. It will be show the one text area. Okay. For the email things, I just add the change the type only. For email, it will be allow the email only. Okay. And multi-line. If I need to add address, if I need to add a multi-line inputs, I can be use the text area. Okay. And another thing is the radio button. I have a multiple choice and choose from that choice. I mean use the radio button. Okay. And then checkboxes. Okay. Same thing it's also doing. Checkboxes also same like a radio button. Okay. And the date picker, that is defined to take the data for date format data. Okay. And slider, it for slider range, like I need to input the data in the slider range. Like I need to fetch the data like for volume, and for taking the data like sliding the data and need to fetch the data. I can be use the slider. Okay. And another one is a button. That is the most commonly used that for in the HTML. And why we need to use the CSS, guys? To style the web page. Okay. Actually, the HTML gives the structure to the web page. To style the web page and make it interactive, we can be use the CSS. Okay. What are the 3 main things in the CSS? Internal, external, inline CSS. What is internal CSS? What is internal CSS?
The whole code will be written in only CSS HTML file.
The whole code?
HTML, CSS
And that
will be
which tag?
combined in one file.
Inside the header, inside the style tag, what are the things we add? That is a internal CSS. Okay. And what is inline CSS? Body tag.
In body.
No,
After the tag.
within the tag is
In the
style.
tag.
Within the tag, what are the style is applied to that tag only, that is the inline CSS. Okay, what is external CSS?
Separate file.
Separate file. What is the difference between the inline, internal and external CSS? Which is a better one?
External.
External CSS. Then what is the use of the inline CSS? While we are using the external CSS, what is the use of the inline CSS?
Inline for specific.
Only one.
For my
If I have 3 or more pages, if I have in my application have 3 or more pages, then I apply the whole page in the same CSS, in the same look, same theme. I need to apply means I have been use the external CSS. Okay, but in a particular page I need to change any component, any element. Okay, then I can be use the inline or internal CSS. Okay, and how we select the data from the HTML to apply the CSS. Actually, in the CSS, in the HTML, there are many tags within the body tag. Okay, inside the tag, I need to select the tag and apply the CSS. What thing we can do for selecting a tag? Selectors. What are the selectors in the CSS? ID selector, class selector, tag selector, and then universal selector that apply to the all the tags. Okay, how we define the ID in the selector? From this code, anyone tell which is selector, which is the property, which is attribute, and this which is the value? From this, anyone tell?
Body is selector.
Okay, body is which selector?
Tag.
Tag selector. Okay, next.
Font family is attribute.
Okay.
Arial is value.
Yeah, correct. And this is the one property. Font family Arial is the one property. Okay. By the different property, we can be give the difference based on the styles to the CSS HTML file. Okay. And what about the combinator selectors? Anyone tell about the combinator selector? What about combinator selector?
The selectors will link one
Giving
selector to
child to
another
the
selector.
child to the
Like
child tags.
siblings.
Yeah. Here, if I need to select all the p tag inside of the one div tag, then I can be use the combinator selector. Okay. If there is a lot of tags inside the one div tag, I need to specifically select and apply the CSS for p tag only. Then I can be use the combinator selector. That is a descent selector. Okay. Here, by using like this div and space and giving another tag, I can be access that this is a parent tag. This is a parent tag here. This is a child tag. For this child tag, I have been applied CSS. Okay. For all the child tag. If one div have a 10 p tag, then I have been apply the CSS for the all the p tag. Okay. And what mean this child selector? Child combinator selector. Okay, just to see. If I have a one body tag, okay, inside that body tag I have a one div tag. Okay, inside the div tag I have a one p tag, and also inside I have one div tag. div, okay. Then I have another one p tag inside this. Or h1 tag inside this. Okay, if I apply the style to the p tag, okay, all of the p tag, then it will be applied to the this p tag, and whatever p tag I have having inside my div tag, that will be applied in the descent. Okay, now I have a p tag inside the h1. Okay, then I need to apply for the p tag in here after that div only. What is the div tag inside only the parent div? Okay, here which is a parent? Anyone tell?
Div.
Which div?
ID list.
ID list. Okay, here it is a parent, and this all of them are child element. Okay, here I need to apply the style for this child only, not the child inside the section. Okay, then I can be use the child element, child selector. Okay, like this I apply the style for the p tag next to the div. Okay, then adjacent sibling. If the h1 and the p tag comes after that, see here, after the h1 tag, the another one p tag is added. Okay, I need to apply for this thing, then I can be use the sibling tag. Okay, adjacent sibling. Okay, general sibling means we can be apply all the p tag inside the h1. Okay, what is the box model in CSS? What are the 4 things in the box model?
Margin, border, padding, content.
Content. What is content? What is the what are the data or anything else that is inside that in our program? Suppose to say inside that our code.
Inside the tag.
Inside that tag, that is a content. Okay, here see, this is a this timer is the content. Okay, here the padding and border and margin, all of them are 0. But if we apply the padding, then border that margin, that will be have some values that will be reflected in the properties. That is a box styling, and here the padding is the invisible one. Okay, that is lays within the content and the border. Okay, and border is a visible one that gives the decoration styles like dotted line, straight line. That are the things are applied by the border. And margin is the another one visible thing, that is overlay of the border. Okay, that is a box style. And what means flex in the CSS? Anyone tell what is flex? Display flex, display inline, display block. Old guys, anyone tell? What is display block?
Displayed in one side of the content.
One side of the content.
Display flex.
Okay. Actually, we have a data in a column wise. I need to show it in a row wise. Then I can be use the display flex. Okay, I can be change the direction of the row. Flex direction row, flex direction column. I can be change the direction also. Okay, and this display block means every element assume as a block, and it have a space as a block element. Okay, here this is a inline element. Okay, see here every word is a inline element. Okay, every element is as a align in a inline. if I am displaying this thing as a block element, then this flex box comes under here, and this after the is here is one break, and here A is a break, and like this every element take the specific space, then that is a block element. If there is a no space between those element, that is a inline element. That's it. And these are the styling things. Okay, for the text we can be change the color, font size, font family, font weight, font align, and text transform, text decoration, inline height, line spacing, and text shadow. What is text transform, guys? Anyone tell? What is mean by the property of text transform?
Highlighting text when you place the cursor and that comes in text.
No. Transform one state to another. Like I need to apply the uppercase. I need to apply the capital S. Like that. That is mean by text transform. What is mean by text decoration? Underline, strike through. That are the things are text decoration. What is the font text align? What are the things in the text align?
Right side,
Let's say right side. Text alignment. To fix the text alignment with the CSS. Okay. Okay. What are the colors in the CSS, guys? Anyone tell? Color values in the CSS. There is a 4 main color values. Okay. One is a color by name. We can be access the color of the text or element or the background by their name. Okay. Like red, green, and blue. Like that we can be access. There are 140 color in the HTML. Okay. And RBG. What is mean by RBG? Red, green, blue. Okay. By the combination of the red, green, blue, we can be achieve the specific color. Okay. What is mean by hex?
Representation of color.
Hexa means how many values? 16. Hex means 6 only. Okay. By the 6 numbers, we can be assume that one color. Okay. In the 6 values, there is 2 representing the red, 2 representing the green, and another 2 representing the blue. Here, what will be the color here, guys?
Green.
Yeah. Okay. If there is any value represent that color. That's it. Okay. What is HSL? Anyone tell what is HSL? That is also one color combination. Light. That's it. And what is RGB? What is mean by A? Alpha. That is mean by transparency. Okay. If I need to apply the transparency for the background and what elements, then I can use the alpha colors. Okay. I think most of them have a knowledge about CSS and the HTML. We can be slightly to go to the JavaScript. Okay. From the next class, we will be see about JavaScript. Okay. Today the class we can be finished.